Good day everyone, and welcome to the Transport for Sydney Vlogs channel. I'm currently at the Telopea Light Rail stop. I'm just going to be continuing on from where I left off in my previous video. In my previous video, I walked from Carlingford down to here, and in this video, what I'll be doing is I'll be walking from Telopea to the next stop, which will be Dundas. But before I start my journey, I'll just show you guys around the Telopea stop. It looks pretty much finished, just like the Carlingford stop. I see bins, benches, station signage, all up and installed. I see CCTV cameras as well, and yeah, both platform canopies look pretty much finished as well. I don't see any cables dangling down like I did late last year at some of the other light rail stops along the line. So yeah, just like at the Carlingford stop, the pits are wrapped up in wrapping right now. I guess it will stay like that until trams actually start running revenue services. .70 kilometers will be the speed limit for trams leaving Telopea heading south. And then from the sign I saw on the other end, it will be 60 kilometers towards Carlingford. So that's another look at the Telopea stop, facing the Carlingford end. So that's basically the Telopea stop for you guys. The stage of completion looks very similar to the Carlingford stop. I don't think there is much further work that needs to be done here. I just think that on the platform on the right hand side, that wall there, just in the center area underneath the platform canopy, I'm pretty sure an OPO ticketing system will be installed there. So yeah, that's still something that needs to be done. And then I don't see any OPO readers as of yet, so that's also something that will need to be installed as well. But other than that, everything else looks pretty much almost finished. So yeah, definitely a lot of progress has been made since I had last covered the Parramatta Light Rail back last year around November. And also in the distance I see bicycle racks and water refill stations. I believe I'm anticipating each stop will have this as well. So that's still facing towards Carlingford. On the other end of the Telopea stop, I saw a sign. It's 5.7 kilometers from here to Parramatta, and then 1.5 kilometers from here up to Carlingford. So basically, for those of you that are curious to know, it's around 7.2 kilometers from Carlingford all the way down to Parramatta. So yeah, I'm just continuing along the active transport link now, which will take me to the Dundas stop and beyond. I thought rather than just filming videos of like light rail stop updates and construction, that I actually filmed the entire walkthrough from Carlingford down to Parramatta Avenue. I'm not too sure if this is something that has been done by someone else before, but yeah, rather than just giving you guys a light rail update, I thought I'd kind of make this a bit of a walking adventure as well. So it took me around 20 minutes, 22 minutes to walk from Carlingford to the Telopea stop. So I'm guessing it might take me a similar amount of time to walk from Telopea to Dundas. So basically, just for those of you that didn't get around to watching my previous video from Carlingford to Telopea, today I'm filming walkthrough videos from Carlingford down to Parramatta Avenue, which is the section that I have not yet covered. I've been wanting to film these walkthrough videos for a couple of months now. However, due to other things coming up on nearly every weekend, I had to keep on pushing back my plans to come down here until this weekend when I finally got some free time. The weather's decent. It's forecast to rain later this afternoon, this evening, but doesn't look too threatening right now, so yeah, should be alright. And yeah, I'm splitting these walkthrough videos today into several different parts rather than just filming one entire long video. It's probably going to take me around an hour and a half all up just to walk from here, or from Carlingford down to Parramatta Avenue at least. And then I'll end up at Parramatta, probably grab lunch there before I make my way to wherever. So it looks like just after the Telopea stop, the track bed becomes concrete. Still a double track, but yeah, a concrete track bed now. So there's no ballast here at this section. From Carlingford to Telopea, it was pretty much all ballast. But you're just heading underneath the Adderton Road Bridge. I'm hopeful these lights actually work at night, so it's not completely dark, pitch dark here. Since the Carlingford to Telopea video that I uploaded previously, it took me around 25 minutes. So I'll try to maybe quicken the pace for this video, just so these videos are not too long, because I did say that I wanted to keep them to around 15-20 minutes max, and the last one was probably a bit longer than what I would have liked it to be. So yeah, I'll try to quicken the pace. Looks like we've now transitioned from a concrete track bed back to ballast. So yeah, and now the speed limit has been reduced from 70 k's an hour to 60 k's an hour. See, if I notice any transitions, like changes in track bed, or like a transition from like a wide section to a non-wide section, or a transition from a segregated section to a shared road section, then I will briefly stop and provide commentary. But yeah, I think from Carlingford down to Parramatta Avenue, it's quite consistent, not too many changes. I believe from Carlingford down to Parramatta Avenue, it's entirely segregated, so throughout this section of the line, there are no areas where the line has to become shared with other road vehicles. I think it's more so on the Westmead end where trams have to share the road with other road vehicles. See, on this end, there won't be too many interruptions, hopefully, unless obviously a car just decides to go bonkers and end up on the track section which has happened before here in Sydney. There have been stories about cars ending up on rail lines. Obviously, it's never something you want to hear or see or happen. Unfortunately, these incidents do happen every now and then, but at least with this section being segregated, the line is less prone to potential disruptions from road traffic. Looks like the pedestrian path is a bit elevated now from the track section, so I'll just show you guys a quick view. That's facing towards Dundas and Parramatta, and that's facing the bend towards Telopea. I'll continue walking now. Already 11 minutes into this video. Don't know how far I am from Dundas, hopefully not too far away. Pretty sure that's Kissing Point Road there on the left. We'll be crossing over Kissing Point Road very shortly. I'm confident, or I'm pretty sure, that we'll end up having to cross over. So where I'm right now, 2.5 kilometers away from Carlingford, 4.7 kilometers from Parramatta, and Dundas Light Rail stop is only 530 meters away. So yeah, only half a kilometer to go, so not too far away now from the next light rail stop. I'm sure a lot of you guys are curious to know when light rail vehicles will actually start testing. I'm not entirely sure, as no official announcement has been made by the government, but I'm anticipating that hopefully we'll start seeing some vehicles testing later this year, maybe in Q4, so like October, November, December. As to how they're going to start the testing, I could imagine that they might start testing on the Carlingford section first, since this section is more segregated than the Westmead end is. So in case any of the vehicles do malfunction or do experience issues during testing, then it's not going to be at a point where it's at a major intersection with another road, and then that's going to cause road closures and disruptions. So I could imagine they might start testing on this end first before on the Westmead end, just because the Westmead end is more prone to other intersections and road users. So yeah, and then once the light rail vehicles have clocked up a certain amount of kilometers, and that they've proven that they've passed all the safety checks from a mechanical perspective, then maybe the government or Parramatta Light Rail will be happy to then start testing on the Westmead end. But that's just my view, that's my anticipation. They might see it differently, but yeah, I could imagine that it would make sense to perhaps start any testing on this end, on the Carlingford end of the line first. About to cross a bridge now. I'm pretty sure this is Kissing Point Road that we're about to cross over. Yeah, it's Kissing Point Road. I'm not too sure if that's Parramatta there in the distance with the apartments, or if that's Granville. I know there's a few high-rise buildings at Granville now, so yeah, just gives us a bit of a sense as to how far we are. And I see the Dundas Light Rail stop in the distance. The speed limit on approach to Dundas from the Carlingford side is 55 kilometers per hour. Looks like it's only taken me around 15 minutes to walk from Telopea to Dundas. So a little quicker than the time it took for me to walk from Carlingford to Telopea. Cool. So just like I did in my previous video, what I'll do is I'll end this part here and cover the Dundas upgrade in the next part. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, like and favorite this video, and I will see you next time.